So we are here with Jay playing some 40k tonight. So Jay, what have you got in your list for today?
I have a can of Imperial Guard led by Pask with two buddies, Punishers with Punisher cannons, last cannon, multi-melta Sponson.
Beautiful.
Two veteran squads, one in a Chimera. They both have two flamers, one heavy flamer, and a Skyhammer with Algrav, 10-man Devastator squads and two 5-man assault squads.
Beautiful. Any extra gear on the assault squads?
They have a flamer per squad and a melting bomb on the sergeant.
All right, cool. So we are playing ITC Mission 2 here, which is the Relic. So your objective 1 is in that building, I think?
Yep.
Yeah, there it is. My objective 2 is right there. And the Relic is chilling right there. Upside down cam. So Jay, you've also got an assassin, and he is hiding right there. So the Colexis is there. On my side, I've got my Death Star Happy Fun Times. So we've got a Dark Angels Combined Arms Attachment, Interrogator Chaplain on a bike with Eye of the Unseen. We've got Ravenwing Command Squad with 4 dudes, including an Apothecary here. The Hit and Run banner on... where is he? Ah, there he is. This dude right here. And a grenade launcher on this guy. And then just a normie over here, chilling here. I got to put his guns on still, but he's there. And then for our heavy sport choice in there, we've got a quad mortar. Woo! Just came in, just painted up yesterday, so it's still definitely a work in progress. And then for the Lord of War, we've got Azrael and his helmet bearer chilling right here. Past that, we've got a Space Wolves Combined Arms Attachment with 2 of the HQ Iron Priests, each of them on Thunderwolves with 4 Cyber Wolves. We've got 2 units of Blood Claws in Rhinos chilling over there in reserves. And I think that's it for them. And then we've got a Librarians Conclave with Tigurius and 3 Librarians on bikes, the corn dudes here. So 2 with Force Staves and 1 with the Force Axe. Psychic powers, we've got Veil of Time, Invis, Shrouding, Gate of Infinity, Vortex of Doom, Psychic Shriek, Force, Domination, Mental Fortitude, and Terrify. So pretty much everything you could hope for, just about. And then we've got 2 units of Scouts from the Dark Angels, one of which infiltrated to here, and the other is in reserves. So right now, I've got top of turn. Before the Seas, I do get a Scout move, but I don't really have any need to scout. If I get seized on, I'm in a pretty good position, and I don't really want to get closer to the assassin to start things off. So Jay, would you like to try to seize?
Nope.
All right. Good luck, buddy. Be back at the end of Super Friends turn 1. Okay, we're here at the end of Super Friends turn 1. Just got a couple powers off, shuffled around, trying to stay out of range of that Colexis, who is chilling still in those ruins here. I got Invis and Veil of Time on my unit, so they're sitting pretty happy for now. Out of range for the Colexis, even if he gets a 6 on his run. Shot the quad mortar at the Colexis, did 2 wounds to him, just with the barrage, which was pretty fortunate, pretty lucky after a big 5-inch scatter off of him. For Maelstrom objectives, I had kill an enemy unit and have something within 12 inches of the back table. Obviously, I got neither of those. I wasn't really expecting to. But with that, we'll go into Jay's turn 1 for the AM, Skyhammer, and whatnot. And you said you've got Skyhammer coming in turn 2, yes? Okay, cool. So we'll be back at the end of Jay's turn 1. End of Jay's turn 1. Tell us what happened.
Not much. The assassin moved out, grabbed the relic. He shot his special shooty gun into the scouts that were hiding out here.
They're running away very bravely now.
I didn't have range for the Punisher cannons, so I just went with the las cannons onto the quad mortar to try and drop that. Unfortunately, that did not work out. And my Chimera was also out of range with its multi-laser to put some shots into it as well.
Yep.
Other than that, I just shuffled a bit, and that was my turn.
All right, and your Maelstrom objectives were to hold objective 1,
Hold objective 1,
and have 3 of your units and none of mine in your deployment zone by the start of your next turn.
Yeah.
So, see if my outflanking scouts come in. All right, and with that, we're back at the end of Super Friends turn Right, end of Super Friends turn 2. The Super Friends moved up, circled their wagons, got some psychic powers up, so we've got Veil and Invis on them again. Had my outflanking scouts come in, chilling over here behind some ruins. Not super friendly for Maelstrom for me, but it is what it is. The guys over here rallied, they're chilling in the ruins again after a run. And the quad mortar finished off the assassin with 2 hits and a failed save, so they're doing okay there. Quad mortar's probably not long for this world, but he did his job admirably. With that, the Maelstrom score for me is 1, or will be 1, because I killed a unit. And I've got I've only got 2 scoring units in my deployment zone. Move my, no, I do have 3, excellent. So, if Jay's Skyhammer doesn't come into my deployment zone, I will score another point, but I think it probably will come in. So with that, we're going to go into Jay's turn 2. Alright, here at the end of Jay's turn 2, and I just walked into a wall. Tell us what happened, Jay.
The Skyhammer came down. They all hit, actually.
Yeah,
surprising.
All 4 of them.
I really like your Sky Dice. I'm going to borrow that after. I killed the quad launcher after it had done its job.
Yep.
And then shooting at the invisible Death Star was ineffective.
Killed a dog.
I killed scouts, the 3 scouts here.
Yep.
And 1 scout over there, which is an ongoing combat.
Yes. Alright, and your Maelstrom objectives were to kill a unit and to have a scoring unit at least partially within 12 inches of my deployment edge, which I think you are pretty damn close to having. Flip this over, so that's 6 inches? Yeah. So you were out.
Oops.
Yeah, I thought you were bringing your guys in here. So either way, you're going to get 1 point from that. And going into my turn 3, I needed 5 and 6, so I did get to destroy an enemy unit, killing the assassin. And I had to have 3 of my guys and none of your units in my deployment zone. And I definitely don't have that. So I'll have 1 point going into my turn 3. So, back at the end of Super Friends, turn 3. Alright, end of Jay's turn 3. Tell us a story.
I chose to use the Assault Doctrine, and the Assault Marines did not perform very well. So.
No, 1 whole point on the Rhino with a Melt-A-Bomb and all those attacks.
Yeah. The rest of it was, I tried to grab the Relic and run away, but I don't think that's going to work very well. I moved the Punishers back, which have been also affected this game due to the Superfriends superness.
The super awesomeness of being super, yes.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to see what happens with the objectives and stuff for the rest of the game, I guess.
Alright, and your Maelstrom was 1 and 5, so hold objective 1, which you've got pretty handily. And 5 is kill a unit, which unfortunately you did not quite manage to do over there. But it may still happen before your next turn, who knows. Alright, with that, we're going to go into my turn 4. I had objectives 2 and 4, hold objective 2, which I've got with some OBSEC Blood Claws here. And kill a unit, which I did, so that'll be 2 points for me. Bringing me up to a total of 3. Super Friends turn 4. Moved the big blob up the middle. Took out the guys holding the relic, so I will probably be able to grab that next turn. Got a 6-inch consolidate move, so we're just swinging around here, setting ourselves up for all sorts of shenanigans next turn. Over here, we had one of the Iron Priests split off with his dogs. They charged this Assault Marine, who is sitting here pinned between some Blood Claws and a Rhino and them. Rhino popped smoke, so did this Rhino, just after a little bit of adjustment. And with that, we are going to go into Jay's turn 4. So I got both my Maelstrom that turn, and let's see what Jay got. So yeah, my Maelstrom was 4 and 6. I may not have actually gotten 6. Yeah, in deployment zone, so I did not get 6. I did get 4 though, which is destroy an enemy unit. Jay needed 1 and 5, so he's got 1 for sure. Did not kill a unit though, so no 5. So that's going to put him up to a total of 3 Maelstrom points going into his turn 4. Right, we're here at the end of Jay's turn 4. So the Punishers moved back, did a bunch of shots into these guys, got I think 7 or 8 wounds. Nothing went through, unfortunately. Over here we had the last Assault Marine die, and these guys were just speeding up to try to get future Linebreaker objectives for Maelstrom. That said, I think Jay decided that's going to be it for the game?
Yep.
Alright. So yeah, it's a tough list to deal with. That's it. This is your first game running the Punishers and Skyhammer and everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on the game? What went well for you? What went poorly for you? What would you suggest to people who are trying this out?
I needed the Colexus to cancel your psychic powers. That might have given me a chance. I didn't position very well with the with Pask and friends at the start. That will have to be something to consider in the next game. I might have come in turn 1, but it really depended on, like, you were keeping fairly far away from the assassin, but I really needed to get rid of that quad gun earlier because
that's the only thing that can really kill him easily, right? Otherwise, I have to get in a pretty risky range, try to shoot him with plasma guns.
And he was my only anti-psyker, and as like your whole list is based on psychic, so I'll have to remember that for next time.
Fair enough. All right, well, hey, thanks for coming out. Thanks for the game.
You're welcome.
That was ITC mission number 2, playing the Relic. So be sure to stay tuned to the channel if you want to see some other battle reports. We got all sorts of armies. We got a lot of new players in the area that have been coming out, which is great. Darren's doing a ton of content production, which is also fantastic. Keep an eye out for his, what's the name of the series? Advanced Tactics from Unadvanced People, which will be a great little tutorial stuff on some cool advanced tactics that he and Chris are working on. As always, check out the CanHammer podcast pretty much every second Tuesday or Thursday. It's all up on oneplusarmor.com if you want to check out the show schedule, show notes, all that jazz. Also, if you do like what you see, you want to support us for what we're doing, we do appreciate anything you want to toss our way. We have a Patreon account over at patreon.com/oneplusarmor. Sure to check it out. There's all sorts of goodies, t-shirts, dice, tournament entry, all sorts of neat stuff. So check that out. Patreon.com/oneplusarmor. Past that, thanks for joining us, and